start this right here.
Oh, I,
No, huh?
sorry, I was a little bit early. Sorry.
No,
But
you're
what
good, man.
is this going to be live or recorded?
No, just recorded.
All right. What
Yeah.
is All right. How you doing today? Nice to meet you.
Hey, nice to meet you too. I seen you on the Twitter doing
Yeah.
your thing. Uh
I've also been on a little history. I've been on. Just was on MLC. I was on Shirley Network and other shows. But
yeah, weren't you with
sorry.
Opie too?
Yeah, I forgot about Opie. He's doing a stream. He's doing a stream right now at Get Hard Beer Garden.
Oh yeah?
But I also I got my start in the wrestling. I was a wrestling commentary channel, and then when 2020 hit, I lost my father.
And oh no, I'm sorry. Were you really
20,
close to him?
I was very close. I was his caregiver,
Oh, okay.
and it was hard on me. But a friend told me about pot. I have two friends that were live streamers were telling me about live streaming,
Mhm.
and I actually today put up when this go. I don't know when this goes out.
Tomorrow, most likely.
All right. The reason why I'm the reason here's the thing. I tell people all the time, if you want me on the show, just email me. I'm my email and stuff. Sorry, I'm a little nervous
Oh, why are you nervous?
because it's because you look like your picture on email looks like a ski mask from Ski
Oh,
Mask Legends.
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just an old picture, and I don't know why like I bought that for my niece so she could wear it when they go, up north to Colorado or something.
Yeah,
Because I thought it'd
you,
be cute on her, and I didn't know that same color was like the same kind of person that was infamous here on the I don't know,
YouTube,
the YouTube or whatever.
YouTube,
I
podcast world. And the thing is, I've did interviews, and on my channel. By the way, I'm a big Mario guy. I was a big Nintendo guy, so I like your Brandon.
Oh yeah, all the Nintendo stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, I'm a big old Nintendo fan, and my buddy who does all my art at
yeah,
Retro Horror Inc.
yeah.
He We're very inspired by
Hey,
old NES games.
I'm gonna give you a little bit of on your info. There's only the website. I was trying to get your Twitter for the tweet. I
Hmm.
ex I thought it was your website, but it turned out to be your friend's website.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't really have a website, but I do push my friend's website because he puts my podcast on there too. We kind of cross promote, kind of
Yeah,
share the rub with each other.
yeah.
Uh,
Here's the thing. A little known thing. I have both my stickers, my little one and my big one right there. The one we sell on our T Republic page. I sell tea. And by the way, I'm also rock. This is I'm a little nervous because I don't like want to screw up because I thought this was going to be live. And
oh no, it's no worries, man. It's I screw up all the time.
yeah, what do you think about I'm gonna ask this.
Yeah,
What is the one thing I've always said about podcasting, the 100 first interviews is you're starting out. I've done more interviews. I've interviewed the best. I interviewed Bob Levy
I
and Gino showed up.
I interviewed Bob Levy too. He was great.
Bob Levy is an awesome interview, and
Oh man,
also
yeah.
got to interview. You know who Marty the Moth Casals is? Martin Casals
No, that name does not ring a
from
bell to
Lucha
me.
Underground. He's from Lucha Underground.
Oh
He
yeah, what was his name? Marty what?
Marty the Moth Martinez.
Marty the Moth Martinez from Lucha Underground. No, I've been wanting to get into
Right.
interviewing wrestlers. It's
Yeah,
I do.
I had wrestling managers from Tennessee. I've had people. I had Brady Hicks from Pro Wrestling. I think Pro Wrestling Illustrated, Pro Wrestling, something on Pro Wrestling magazines.
Mhm. Mhm.
And the one thing that I've always said, people say, "How you get these guests?" Say, I just asked.
Yeah, with Bob Levy, I know I just asked him and he was all, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah,
And with wrestlers, I have been trying to, branch out because I really do love wrestling. I
yeah,
wish I had more time to watch it, but I really
yeah.
do love
I
it.
watched AEW last night.
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I'll watch the highlights
did
because
you
I
see?
can't yeah, what's up?
Did you see the FTR won the belts?
No, did they? From, the Guns?
Yeah,
They won the belts from well, what was it? It was, if they lost, they would have
they
to quit
leave
AEW, right?
AEW, but here's the thing. This is a little something. That's their way of saying they re-signed the contracts.
Yeah, because if
Because
everyone was thinking and I know I listened to, Dax Harwood's podcast, everyone was thinking they were gonna leave for, WWE, right?
WWE, yeah, but the whole thing came out this week that not Endure, uh,
Endeavor.
Endeavor bought UFC, not bought WWE.
Mhm.
So I'm like, and then people are like, because UFC has given a lot of manure. I'm not gonna cuss.
Don't worry, you can cuss all you want. No worries.
cr- Uh, has said a lot of shit about WWE, i.e., Dana White's comments. But it's like I say this all the time on my show. It's and now it's like it's it's. I always say I say that I don't watch WWE because the only reason why I watch is because Alexa Bliss.
I you see behind me, I have 2, Funko Pops of Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, I see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the only Funko Pops I have are of Alexa Bliss. No,
Actually,
she's adorable.
where's my where did I put that? Where did I put my Funko? I'm looking. I actually should have had my Funko. Should have looked for it before the show, but oh, here it is.
Oh, that's of, Stitch?
Stitch. Yeah,
Yeah,
from
Lilo and Stitch.
my friend actually bought that for me for my birthday
Hmm. No,
or for
I wish Alexa Bliss, was around when they had the, mud wrestling and the, panty bra and panty matches.
yeah.
That would've
Hey,
been great.
did you see that AJ Lee, CM Punk's wife, is now works for this like wild women's wrestling thing that CW is doing?
No, I didn't recall that. I maybe have seen it, like, but I
Yeah.
didn't recall,
I
hearing about it.
Here's the thing. I'm used to people with Eastern times, so it's refreshing that I have somebody that's on my time.
Me too. That's why I asked you. I was like, man, everyone I deal with is usually, like you said, on the Eastern time or even on the, California time, which is like,
Yeah,
man, they are early. Whoa,
yeah.
geez.
Or for me, it's like I deal with people on the. I have to deal with people that are like 6 o'clock our time is 12 o'clock midnight their time.
I've done that a few times. I've had, people, I've been on their shows from Australia, and, I had a guy from Australia on my show. Luckily, he helped me out because he
I
did his he did his where he would be at 9 in the morning, and I had to be on at, like, 4 or 5 in the afternoon, so it wasn't so bad, but yeah,
Yeah. Shout out to the Bubba Army, by the way.
is that,
Bubba
Bubba Ray?
no, Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh,
He's
okay.
Hogan's friend, the one that his wife was in the Hogan sex tape.
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Yeah, clown. Yeah. And the thing is, when I go on podcasts and stuff, I'm used to like dealing with like, you know, I was also on Lisa Jordana's podcast. I was treated like crap over there.
Who's that?
Lisa Jordana, Kermit and Friends. She was a Benji Bronx
Oh,
ex.
okay.
Benji's ex.
See, I'm still like I know a
Yeah,
lot of the podcasts that I've been on deal with the Howard Stern universe, and I'm still
yeah,
new to it because I never really, as a
yeah.
young person, listened to Howard Stern.
You listen to Kid Craddock?
No,
He's in your area. He's in Texas area.
I guess when I was a kid, I was like just watching. Power Rangers and Nickelodeon and shit. I wasn't really listening to
Yeah,
these
I
adult premium radio shows.
we lost Tommy.
Oh yeah, he committed suicide, right?
I don't know. And let me find that out.
No, I'm pretty sure he did, and a lot of people were real down about it, because they didn't know why. You know what I mean? Like why he would do that, but everyone's fighting their battles. Even the freaking White Ranger. So yeah, that was a pretty
Hold on.
shocking to the world whenever they found out that he did that to himself, and I think
Sorry,
his.
I'm
Hmm.
looking right now. I'm looking right
No,
now.
yeah, yeah,
Cause
for sure.
they did not say a cause of death.
Really?
The manager went on CBS News November 20th, 2022 to say, um, I remember. Sorry, I'll give you the. I don't know how to give you this. Put in the private chat.
Yeah, go ahead. That's
All right.
fine.
And I know I forget that we're recording this and we're not live. So
No worries.
yeah, it's so funny that people want to. You know, I see that you do a lot. And by the way, you're very professional because Gina Babina told me about you. I
Oh
told Gina
yeah?
Babina about it, and she says she loves Lorenzo.
Yeah, no, I like her too. She's very nice.
Yeah. Um. Did I grab the right one?
Yeah, it just says Jason David Frank's manager did not name cause of death or say when he died, but asked for privacy for his family.
Yeah,
That's
because
very strange. I could have swore I don't know where I read that cause of death was
I think you're thinking about Aaron Carter.
yeah. I think he died of drugs or no, his said was they said it was unknown too.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Uh.
and a lot of people were like, "Oh, the COVID shot. Oh, the COVID
co-
shot." But
Hey,
it's like,
I've never had the COVID shot. That's a little
I
something.
got it.
I I I was told by my medical team. I have a medical team that I have a medical professionals that are help me, and
Mhm.
they said I didn't need it because I don't leave my house and stuff. Um, but
I don't leave my house either, actually.
yeah, everybody wants to. The one thing that I'll tell you that I'll give you a little inside knowledge. Last week, this is a week ago on MLC, I blew up on Kevin Brennan and Chad Zumach
Why is that?
because I went crazy. I went 0 to 60, 0 to 100, and I feel very bad about that.
Was that something they said to you that caused that, or was that just
It's
something that
all
you
the
were
it's
going
all the
through?
drama it's all the stuff that's happened in the past with them.
Mhm.
Kevin Brennan doesn't think a lot of people in radio. I got treated like crap with the Steel Toe Morning Show. Do you know who those guys are?
I do. I'll say I don't watch their show, but I am fans of them because 'cause they're so nice to me. Because I
I just
have been on their show.
I uploaded the first interview. It's never been seen since I took it down 2 years ago when they were on Twitch.
Okay.
And here's what happened.
Mhm.
I got mad at them, took the video down, did not private it, but luckily I did find the audio of it. And I did find the file of it. I had it on my hard drive, ready to roll,
Mhm.
and I own it. I own the footage because it happened on my show,
Mhm.
and so sorry, um,
No, you're good.
people who tell me, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that. I'm not, and here's the thing. And number one, before you ask, I'm not charging you for this. This is a free interview.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Because I know you don't have a lot of money. I know you don't have a lot of money and stuff.
Oh, no, I don't.
I know you're a small guy and you're not monetized, but listen, here's the thing. The thing is you got to realize is people that's a running meme that because I asked for money on Kevin's show or
Mhm.
on Shuli's show, but Bob taught me the real truth is don't ask for money for the exposure because we're still growing the channel, we're still doing this stuff, and it's like you got to be this. And I love that you have uh the Looney Tunes thing as your
Yeah, that's, done by Retro Horror Inc. as well. He does all my art. Yeah, no,
yeah.
it's pretty hilarious.
I'm a big Bugs Bunny fan. I watch a lot of Tom and Jerry, Bugs Bunny. I remember watching with my dad, and my dad actually told me that some of the older Tom and Jerry, I would rather watch Tom and Jerry, and I would rather watch the original Teen Titans than the Teen Titans Go.
I watch both the Teen Titans and the Teen Titans Go because my niece, she's young, so she watches anything, cartoon, and I find it just as entertaining. It's yeah, of course, it's like kind of a bastardized version of Teen Titans when you
Yeah,
look at the Teen Titans Go, but it's still cute and it's fun for my niece to watch it. I'll watch it. It's something that I don't
you know,
like. It's
if
not like I can't stand it, you know.
sorry, I'm gonna if you don't mind, I'm gonna turn off my camera for a few minutes if you don't mind.
No, no worries,
Because
no
you see
worries.
the logo is better than my face.
It is a pretty good logo. No, it's a SmackDown logo, right? That's why I was
Yes.
like, okay, this guy's into wrestling, cool, because
Yeah,
I
I was
rarely talk wrestling.
I love that, I love that wrestling. We talk about on my channel, we talk about anything. So TV shows, wrestling, but I was a diehard wrestling fan, but I when in in 2020 I tried to change my focus a little bit
Mhm,
because I was dealing with things. I was going on other people's shows. I wasn't live streaming yet, and one day my friend tells me your dad wouldn't want you to be sad. My friend told me that
mhm.
he would want you to he wants you to do stuff. And I started live streaming. I found StreamYard. I love StreamYard.
Yeah,
StreamYard
it's
is easy to use. It's
mhm,
and I love that I love that they are so professional
mhm.
with stuff. They're putting out like new things every time. They're putting out webinars now. You know what a webinar is?
I have an idea of what it is, but I have yet to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and a lot of times people treat me like, oh, I'm this controversial guy. But I'm gonna say this: I'm not controversial. I just say what I mean, and I mean what I say.
Yeah, you're just honest.
Yeah, and they're like, "Oh, your word is like," I one time I called Kurt Hennig a drug addict.
I'm
I re-
pretty sure there's some truth to that.
no, I mentioned here's what I did. I said Bo Dallas and a drug addict's son,
Mhm,
and people got offended because I called Curtis Axel a drug addict's son because Curtis Axel is um is um is Kurt Hennig's son.
mhm,
Joe Hennon is his real name.
mhm.
Kurt and people were getting offended. So but the thing is, it's like he died of a cocaine overdose.
Okay, that sounds kinda like a drug addict.
Yeah,
I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
I'm not a mortician, but I would say that cause of death might probably be drugs if you're
Yeah,
died of that, you know?
yeah.
Well,
What is the who when you were like we got to talk about one thing. We got to talk about one of my favorite cartoons to watch is Rugrats. We talked about Nickelodeon.
yeah, no, I used to love all the Nickelodeon classic ones. Rugrats was great.
Hey Arnold,
Uh, Hey Arnold was great.
The Nickelodeon dog.
Oh, yeah, the Disney Doug was bullshit. I always say the Disney Doug was woke before woke even existed.
Yeah,
It was bullshit. uh, Nickelodeon Doug is the greatest Doug, like
Um,
bar none.
did you see that people are trying to people canceled Dan Snyder for all the stuff that he did?
You know, I've been seeing like I've been hearing whispers of it because I actually read you know Jeanette McCurdy
Yeah,
who
yeah.
played Sam on iCarly.
The reason why she's not part of the newer iCarly because of how she got treated on the show.
Yeah, and I read her book, I'm Glad My Mom Died, and it's just about, like, how her mother was, like, a terrible person, forcing her to do certain things to be a child actor or actress or whatever,
Yeah,
and that the producer she doesn't mention him by name, but it is Dan Snyder, and how, like, he would make her, like, you know, hug awkwardly or do the first kiss scenes, and she's a young kid, or do
yeah,
those like feet, those weird feet things they would do where they'd like
yeah,
put their feet into spaghetti or some shit, like
yeah,
real sexual things that you don't like as a kid you don't think about, but as an adult you're like,
yeah,
oh man, that was like that's some fetish
yeah.
worthy stuff.
You know, she was also she was also on Zoe 101. She played only one. She played Dustin's girlfriend on the show. Played Dustin on one episode of Zoe
Did she? I
101.
I never watched Zoe 101.
That's where Victoria Justice got her debut on the show.
That
Is
was that
Victorious
uh w-
Victoria
wasn't Zoe 101 Britney Spears' sister, the little
sister,
sister?
the one who got pregnant at like 16?
Yeah, their family's messed up, huh?
Yeah. By the way, Britney Spears right now, they're trying. You know, she's still her. She's no longer part of. She's no longer going to be guardianship of her dad. Her dad's not the guardian anymore.
And, you know, I had been covering that because I saw I actually saw, like, a documentary on it where they were trying to free Britney from her, you
Yeah,
know, her father controlling everything, and once they finally did free Britney, Britney kind of like, lost her mind 'cause she it doesn't really seem like she knows what to do out in the wild on her own, you know,
yeah,
like, if you've seen recent videos of her on the Twitter, she's a little off, like,
yeah,
now that she has complete control of herself, it sounds like she doesn't know what to do, you know?
yeah. There's so many times, and I'm gonna say this: I was there. I was watching when she shaved her head
Mhm,
years ago. I was watching that.
mhm.
If you watched older videos, I shaved my head because my hair start last year because my hair started acting up, and you know that. Sorry, I'm gonna switch to another topic because I don't want to talk about my hair anymore.
That's fine.
I have like short hair. I have short hair in the front and long hair in the back. But one of the things that I would like to talk about, I hated Fanboy and Chum Chum. I hated that cartoon.
I might have seen a little bit of it, but I don't remember religiously watching it like I did, like Jimmy Neutron or fucking
Oh, we gotta talk about Planet Sheen.
see, I never really watched Planet Sheen.
I
Uh,
saw part of it. It's like it was a bad sequel. Carl what's the guy's name? Jimmy's other best friend. Carl.
Carl Weezer?
Yeah, they had him on there as a pile of goo. Just
Okay.
saying. Just saying.
Uh-huh.
And also one of the problems, Jimmy Neutron, but we got to talk about the elephant in the room.
Alright.
The cartoon that really I watched a lot of, and that is no amount of therapy can ever change this. Or Belly Odd Parents.
Oh, yeah, Fairly Odd Parents was pretty good.
Yeah,
I
I
watched it.
actually only a quarter. Sorry, if you watch the dental scene, they uh by the way, R.I.P. Guilford Godfrey.
Oh, man. For real,
Gilbert Gil,
he was
he,
great. Yeah, he was the dentist in the he played the dentist in The Sun with the perfect teeth or whatever.
yeah, he also played the bird on Cyber Chase, and he was also the bird. I think the bird in Aladdin.
Mhm.
He was also a
No,
bird. He was
I know I would be at, my job at work, and I would randomly do like a Crocker go, "Fairy godparents!" Like, just randomly spurt that out
uh,
just because it's hilarious
yeah.
to randomly
I
spurt it.
saw you. I saw you did an episode about Chat GBT.
Mhm.
Do you know that one of my friends is a one of my, I'm not gonna say her name because she won't want me to say her name. She's a writer, and that has ruined her job.
Really? No, I
Yeah,
could understand that. I could understand because I don't know if you heard the episode, but I just typed up like, "Write me a 10-minute podcast," and it wrote me a podcast about mindfulness and, finding ways to be better in life through meditation and depression.
yeah,
And I was like, "Okay," and then I asked it a few more things and just kinda went, off about it because I know,
yeah.
like, me personally, I don't know how you are with your mother, but I hate my mother, so I wrote
My
it.
mom died when I was 16. My mom died when I was 16 due to brain cancer.
Oh, no, I'm sorry then, if that,
And
like,
but I
was
loved my mom. I was actually both my parents' caregivers. The reason why no amount of therapy could change that.
mhm.
Sorry, but I also we also lost Norm Macdonald too.
Oh, yeah, and that was a surprise because he was keeping it quiet, I think,
Oh, hello,
how sick he
Norm.
was.
Sorry. I'm gonna. One of my favorite scenes is when I wish I had a lawyer. Oh, hello, Norm. Oh, great. Him and it was Perry Mason.
I don't remember that. Where's that from?
It was part of the episode. It was part of the episode, the first Norm episode.
I don't recall that.
It was
He
either
had a
it was from,
show?
no. He had a very odd parents. It was episode.
I know he was a genie, right? In the Fairy
Yeah,
Oddparents? Norm the genie?
uh,
If I remember correctly, I
yeah,
think he
he was the
played
genie.
a
Yeah,
genie. He played a
yeah.
genie.
He paid us 70,000 euro. But here, you want to hear something funny? Adam West was in this. You know, we I think we lost Adam West.
Yeah, no, he passed away.
You know, we also lost Leslie Jordan this year from Will and Grace.
I never would watch Will and Grace. I know of
He
it.
he was on a few episodes of Reba, and
Mhm.
also he was also on originally on a Fox show. But the thing for me is, you know, what got me into, you know, I say this a lot for myself. The reason why I got into podcasting is I was a radio guy. I was a
Mhm.
big radio guy. I was Stevie NDC, Kid Craddock, a lot of the big, lot of small time stuff. But for me, the advice I'll give people is don't speed in life. This is not a sprint; it's a marathon.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, take your
don't think
time.
don't think that you're gonna get thousands of views. Don't think you're gonna get like what Ninja does or Doctor Disrespect or any of those guys do. Focus on yourself. Don't focus on anything else. Because if you focus on the views, you're not gonna get it.
No, you're gonna be discouraged because if you don't see them grow every day or if you just stare at them all the time, you're not gonna care. That's what I
Yeah,
say, like, that's why I always just do the same content that I like or that I would like to
you
listen
know,
to instead of trying to replicate, other people's content that may have those same or those
yeah,
views, like, I wanna do
yeah,
my own. But the Chat GPT is pretty interesting, I think,
yeah,
as far as I feel bad for your friend who, might be losing a job over it,
yeah,
or at least, like, have be in a competition with it. But
yeah,
it is interesting, like,
yeah.
the concept, and I tried it out yesterday, and it filled like 16 minutes of
Uh,
content.
by the way, I did post on Twitter that I would be on your show.
No, that's great. Yeah, no, I'm glad. you posted and we were able to actually, do it. I would hate to like call you a liar and say, "Oh man, never mind, you couldn't be on the show," or we
Yeah,
had difficulties. So I'm appreciating
here,
you taking the time to come on.
I'm not, and the only thing that I'm doing, yeah, the reason why I've turned off my camera is because I have people. I don't know if I have people that come and clean the house, do clean for me, and they were
Hmm.
supposed to be. Uh, I'm waiting for them. So, and also have mail calls to do. I have mail. I might be getting some mail soon. So, but I'm gonna say this: I love what I do. I love podcasting. I love YouTube.
Hmm.
By the way, when I first got your email, I looked up your videos. And when I first got your your
Hmm.
tweets, I tell people to email me because I don't want to flood the inbox. And I only get 5,000 follows at the beginning, and I'm over my follower limit right now
Hmm.
because I'm having to unfollow people just to follow people just to try to get them on the show.
No, it's strange. No, yeah, I remember seeing. Think I said I saw you on what was it? Maybe Opie. Where right? Were
Opie,
you with Opie?
Opie Radio. The was it the episode of him? Pat Duffy was on there too.
I don't recall who else was in, but I know I saw you with.
I was there.
Oh,
I was not there when the corn diff became the potato, and the potato became the corn.
did they switch places?
Yeah,
No,
he
I'm friends with Cardiff. He's a great
Carter.
potato.
He came in one day dressed as the corn, and the corn
Uh
dressed as the potato. Corn diff.
huh.
Yeah, but I did threaten to put the corn through a table. That's
Well, make sure you land through the table, unlike Dante Martin, who fucking completely missed the table and broke his leg or whatever the other day.
yeah. That was AEW.
Yeah, when Dante Martin,
All
they
right.
were doing that Ring of Honor, like pay per view type thing, and they
Yeah.
did a Canadian destroyer through the table, but they kind of overshot it, and Dante Martin's leg just was
Eesh.
completely twisted.
All right.
But yeah, poor I don't know about AEW and all the botches they have to go through.
Sorry, my roommate is talking to the dog.
That's cool. No, but I'm glad we were
We
able to.
get the show done and be better to you. Here's the thing: I'm better recorded because live. I'll tell you straight up. If we did this live, I would be stressing out about the comments.
No, no, I understand, and I like to my interviews. I rarely do them live stream just because I like to just like privately, like if we need to chat for a bit or whatever about anything. I feel like there's too much pressure. Yeah, like you're right about the live streaming with the comments, and
Yeah,
I'd rather just record it and then oh hey like share maybe a teaser of it and then it come out tomorrow and then that's cool. We're good. Like for the people on Patreon on my patreon.com/Lorenzo Ariola, uh, they would get it the same day, so they'll get it a day early, but everyone else gets the interview the next day.
you're gonna get it. They're gonna put it on today.
For Patreon users, I'm gonna put it on today.
All right. I do have a Patreon, patreon.com/Hudson World Order. I do have my own Patreon. I have to get one because of the. I'll even put it in chat for you. Or
Yeah, put it
private.
on chat so I can share it on the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't have a lot of Patreon support. Only have one. Here's the. It's in the private chat. It'll be in the private chat in 2 seconds. I do a lot of things sitting in bed. You can't see what I'm doing. I'm sitting in bed right now, laying because of light issues.
No, I know the feeling. I have
Yeah.
mental issues that keeps me from really traveling anywhere, so I just kinda stay home and,
Would you if they do a show in Austin, are you in Austin or in?
I'm in San Antonio.
Oh, my bad. So you're there. You're in Shawn Michaels' hometown.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Did you get to meet him?
No, I've never met I can't even think of any wrestler I've ever met in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very professional when it comes to like podcasts and stuff because I would like to have it recorded because do the records because when you do it live, it's like you have to get it right, one take only. You can't edit. You can't do any of that.
No, and then you worry about what you might say and like, "Oh, man, I need to" yeah, like you said, "Edit it. No, I don't want that on there, never mind. Forget
Yeah,
about that." So, yeah, no, I
yeah.
understand that.
Um, there's a few things that I've always said about it. Number one, a lot of times when I'm like trying to do stuff, and it's like people are, I'm grateful for what I've gotten in this business. I've gotten so many things. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I was never handed anything.
Mhm.
I went out there and did what I do because it's what we do. One of the reasons why I'll say this, I loved MJF's promo last night.
Man, I didn't watch AEW last night, but anything MJF does is pretty damn good.
Yeah, until Jungle Boy came out and attacked him, and then Sammy Guevara comes out and cuts a shoot promo saying he made this company. It
I don't
was,
know about that.
dude, he was there in the beginning.
Yeah, but I don't think he made the company Sammy Guevara. I think we could give that more to Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, maybe FTR. CM Punk helped a lot too when he was there for his short little time, you know?
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I love that you are very professional. I've
No,
seen
I
some.
appreciate that.
I see people in this business try to. I go back and watch some of my earlier stuff. I was super nervous doing this.
Mhm.
I wasn't promoting my Twitter. I wasn't promoting a lot of my stuff. I was taught. The reason why I put my Twitter in my name thing so people can follow. But people, if you the fans are the reason why we do this is the fans.
Yeah, definitely. They keep me going.
By the way, Corn is over there at Opie's stream right now.
Is he? I asked him if he'd let me interview him, and I think he's gonna let me interview him. The corn diff.
Yeah,
I've actually sent him. He bought a T-shirt from me a while back
yeah.
of the merch we have. So yeah,
That's
he's
guitar.
sorry.
Is that a guitar behind you?
Yeah, I have an electric guitar and a bass guitar.
Yeah. I love that you have. I was a fan of Alexa Bliss when back in the day when she was SmackDown Women's Champion. I loved her promo. She was
Hmm.
five. She was she was like 5 feet of 5 feet of bliss or something like that. I forget what she says. She cuts a good promo. She might not be a good wrestler, but she cuts a good promo.
Yeah, yeah, and I mean that's in the WWE universe. That's good enough. You know what I mean? Like it. Some people all they care about's the wrestling. Some people all they care about's the drama or
Yeah,
the characters. You
you know,
know, and
I
mhm,
didn't like. Here's the thing. I love Bailey. Bailey was like this when she turned heel and she took out the Bailey buddies. That was not. That was good. That was good entertainment. That was basically telling people to fuck off about that.
mhm,
Because
mhm.
people were like saying, "Oh, the Bailey Buddies are a ripoff of those giant tube men that the fireworks stand puts out." Uh, so I get people, or by the way, we have a. You ever heard of a lot of fireworks? I've actually traveled. I've been to San Antonio. I've been
Oh, yeah?
I've been to Carn City, Texas. I've been around. I've been to because we're a truck family. We had to deliver truck in 2017. We beat the Bandit Run. We
Mhm,
did it. We did it in 26 hours. We got back home about we left here about like 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning.
mhm.
Uh, 2, 3. No, it was we left here at like 4. Left my hometown at 4. Got there, and came back and got back at 6 a.m. the next day. That's
Damn.
26 hours. That
Jesus
that's
Christ.
that's impressive.
Yeah. That's kind of, pushing a limit of a
That's
human being.
12 hours there, 12 hours back. We dropped the vehicles off and rode in one truck, five of us in one truck.
Mhm.
And I'm sitting there like I'm sitting there like trying to sorry, I'm looking at other stuff. I'm looking at my email while I'm talking to you.
You're good, man.
Yeah, people who don't understand the business, they don't understand that. Oh, Mazar gave another 140 czars.
Czars?
Mazar, that the guy who gives Opie Star czars, he just gave him another 140.
I don't know what that is, czar, is that like a currency?
It's a South African money.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder how much that is. Is that a lot?
hold on. $7.68.
Okay. That's not bad. You can buy a little bit of crab rangoons with that. Let me ask you this, that I always hear, this question popping up. Do you think, Batista has a big dick?
And by the way, Sean Oliver said that was a it was just be a joke for one show and became a running joke on the U-shoots.
I know that's where it's coming from. So I'm asking you, Jake, do you think Batista has a
No,
big dick?
uh, you know, I heard. Have you heard the story about Viscera? Uh, Big Daddy V taking Viagra just to make his dick big.
I might have. I know I've heard stories of,
Teddy Hart, not Teddy Hart. Teddy Long was talked about it on his show.
yeah, I was hearing that Teddy Long would just sell Viagra, like, to everyone.
Yeah, you know, but you want to hear a little story? Taker retired last year.
Mhm.
Taker was one of the watching WrestleManias. I watched the WrestleMania where he went against Edge. And
Okay.
it was a controversial ending with the triangle choke, Hell's Gate finisher, and you know, Edge came back at 2020 Rumble, the 2020 Rumble. You know why?
Why?
2020 Rumble was before there was the last time in 2020 that they had the first and the last time they had a full crowd at pay-per-views before the pandemic.
Mhm. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the thing. Do you know why? You know why we got War Games as a Bible series and we didn't have it in the other pay per view? Because Vince didn't like War Games.
Well, didn't, Tony Khan buy, like, that whole concept, or he, like, got the
No, no,
trademarks back for it or something?
no.
No?
He tried to get it, but they that's the reason why they have blood and guts. They couldn't call it War Games. They have to call it
Mm,
blood and guts.
mm,
But the thing is, BKM hated the thing because Booker at the time, Virgil Reynolds, or sorry, Dusty Rhodes.
mhm.
wrote that for WCW.
Yeah, I recall that.
And by the way, WCW doesn't mean Women's Crush Wednesday. It's World Championship
World Championship Wrestling.
Wrestling. Yeah,
It depends on the context. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah. It's so funny that people want to put out like wrestling. Dave Meltzer puts out shit. I love Dave Meltzer. I watched Dave Meltzer, not Richard Johnson. Mike Johnson? Richard
Mhm.
Johnson is the mayor of my hometown.
Mm.
Yeah, sorry. Mike Johnson and Wade Keller. One of them wrestled backyard. Wade Keller wrestled backyard.
I don't know any of that. I just know what you say. That guy from PW Insider, right?
Wade Keller.
Maybe, perhaps.
What I was talking about. I'm gonna say this straight up. I love what I do. I love that the business is. I don't watch WWE because I love the WWE when it was TB14, but when it
Mhm.
turned PJ, it went stale. We couldn't make some of the jokes now that we could. They couldn't make a lot of the jokes. Instead of belt, they want to say title. They couldn't say they couldn't say belt. They wanted title.
Instead of wrestler, they said
Sports
entertainer.
sports entertainer.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
Yeah. Instead of and they refuse to say Chris Benoit's name. A lot of people don't like Chris Benoit because of what happened.
Yeah, and I get that, but you can't deny how good of a
Yeah.
wrestler he
Hey,
was. He was
we're at the 46-minute mark. You want to do 14 more minutes to make it an hour?
up to you.
I'm just letting you
And
know because I know that you might have something to do or
we can put it to 50 minutes, and then we can start doing all your
plug.
plugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, no, Chris Benoit, yeah, of course you could say how terrible he was. To me, he's kind of like Michael Jackson. Like he he could say how terrible of a person he was, but you
Yeah.
can't deny the impact he had on the way his career was and his impact on the industry that he worked in, you know?
Yeah.
Like
You
you
know,
can't just erase that because it was just so he was so good at it and he made such a difference, you
You
know?
know, um, Between the Lions was actually done at MPB Studios. Between the Lions, hey now, the Lions were at a library. It was Leona, Theo, and other lion for a lion family living in made in MPB Studios in Mississippi in Jackson.
Mhm.
It's like not cartoon. It's like a live action show done with puppets.
Okay. What network was that on?
PBS.
Okay. I don't think I ever really watched PBS as a kid. I was
Yeah,
never like into like Sesame Street or
Barney.
anything like that.
Barney,
Barney?
the dinosaur.
Yeah, yeah, I did watch Barney.
How old are you?
I think I'm around 36. I
I'm
forget.
I'm
36,
I'm 29
35.
right now. I'm 29. I'm
Okay.
younger. Listen, here's the thing. The last time I did an interview with Ryan Roger Ace, reality based. He's a great podcaster. We
Mhm.
did that one live, and I was so because some of his fans don't like me because of Steel Toe. Little Lemmy, you ever heard of Little Lemmy?
Yeah, yeah. She's like I've seen her on the Discord and
Yeah,
on other
she's
things.
a she's a very awesome person. I try not to like she's a very awesome person who me and her you know I had feelings for her and then and then sometimes when I get too close to somebody, I act very stupid. And let's just say that there's stuff that is personal.
No, the I don't know what you'd call it. Hormones make us go wild, especially men.
Yeah,
We say things maybe we don't mean, or we act before we think.
yeah,
And yeah, no, I completely understand. And it's, I mean, of course, you could say there things could be worse, and you could act more, you know, uh more hardcore or more instinctive before you do, but as long as you have it sort of under control, I don't see it being that much of a,
yeah.
so much consequence, but I understand what you mean.
You know, and I'm gonna say this straight up. It's like, people are gonna, I'm gonna promote. I actually do have you on Patreon. I do
Oh,
have you on.
oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I followed your Patreon. I did not. Don't have the money to pay for your Patreon.
No, I understand.
Hold on. Lorenzo. Can't say this right. Lorenzo Areola.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
You know, areolas is nipples, right?
Yeah, I get that a lot. As a kid, no one would ever say that, but now as an adult, that's like, "Hey, that's what the part of a nipple is," and I'm like, "Yeah,"
Wait
and
a minute.
it's a real last name. It's my last name.
Wait, you got 25 Patreons, but you only have $104 a month.
Yeah, cause of fees. I guess they take out a percentage.
I'm gonna share your stream out if you don't mind.
No, no worries. No, I appreciate it.
I'm sharing up the Patreon. So, people, here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. By the way, why you call yourself the Funky Eskimo?
It's just a nickname I had, and I was gonna go along with that for like a podcast name. Sort of like a, I wouldn't say an undercover name, but like that was gonna be my moniker. Like, oh, I was gonna go by the Funky Eskimo for my podcast when I originally came up with the idea, but everyone just started saying Lorenzo Ariola, calling me by my name, and I was like, well, I'm
Yeah.
just gonna go by my real name then,
Yeah.
instead of the Funky Eskimo.
I'm gonna say this. By the way, Alex Jones' wife follows ex-wife Kelly follows me on Twitter,
Hmm.
and she's bringing up things that we didn't know about Alex. I'm gonna give you a few of my plugs if you don't mind, because we're at the 52-minute mark.
Yeah, no, definitely plug everything you want
Twitch.
to.
One of the things that I've always did. Twitch.tv/Jake Hudson 12.
Hmm.
YouTube.com/Jake Hudson. You know my YouTube. I don't have to get you that, right?
Yeah, I have it written here. I'll definitely put it all in the description.
Yeah, and you might want to get links because sometimes it makes like stuff. But I always tell people, don't the truth bombs are sometimes the hard bombs.
Always, always.
The hardest bomb, here's the thing: you might want to leave your state, but this is your home, and it's gonna be the best. And I just want to say really big thank you to you for coming on and no, they let me come on and talk because it's like I do these shows and they're like they want to get stuff done. I am a cartoon guy. I love cartoons. I watch Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network, Disney. I think the Disney Ducks fucking sucks.
Oh yeah, no, it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Also,
garbage.
I wasn't a big I wasn't I loved to watch the replacements on Disney where
I
they
might have heard of that.
yeah they got a super they sent $1.98 to a backup comic book to get a replacement mom and a replacement dad.
You know what I think the oh, I know what you're talking about. I do. You know what I think is the perfect Disney cartoon?
What?
Kim Possible.
Yeah, I love that. The Proud Family.
Proud Family's all right, but Kim Possible I thought was perfect. It made women seem like, stronger, had nice jokes, comedy, and then it had a good ending. Like it actually ended with them getting together and
Yeah,
everything being all right. Like it actually ended.
yeah. Um, I always want to put out there that I'm the best of the best in pillar to post. But the thing is, with people who ask me about like who made me do this,
Hmm.
I watched a lot of old I saw radio and stuff. But one of my favorite things to watch every week, you know who Jim Cornette is?
Oh yeah, I love Jim Cornette. Listen to him all the time.
Yeah, he was one of the people that I watched do a podcast. Jim Cornette Experience was a great podcast. It's a great It's still a great podcast.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
And I worked in the past with Kenny the Star Maker Bolin, who is Cornette's one of Cornette's friends,
Hmm.
former friends, and he basically, I'm very proud of what I've done, and I've never screwed anybody to get where I'm at. And I think we need to call it here.
No, that's great. Yeah, I got your plugs here. We have your Twitch .tv/ Jake Hudson 12, your YouTube at Jake Hudson, Twitter at Hudson Jake, and your patreon.com/ Hudson World
World
Order.
Order, yeah. And here's the thing: I have on the Patreon, I have a $5 tier, a $10 tier, and a $100 tier.
Oh boy. What does
They
that
use
$100 tier give you?
it's basically you'll be getting shout out if you want me to shout something out. I'll shout it out, and also you have an open spot to come on the show at any time.
Hmm.
And I would love to have you on the show in the future. Not today. We can record the episode, but like we did now. But
No, definitely let me know when you want to do it cuz I work a full-time job, so I'm usually off Wednesdays, Thursdays and Fridays, so those are the best days for me.
yeah,
But yeah.
I picked the reason why I picked 2 p.m. is because I always try to do it 2 p.m. because 3 p.m. 3 p.m. I'm usually watching MLC Misery Loves Company since they go into 3 p.m. and then at 4 p.m. our time on Fridays.
Mhm.
And by the way, Chad Free Fridays will be tomorrow.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Chad Zumot will not be there on Fridays. And Ray,
Oh, is that what that's Chat Free Fridays? Okay. Yeah, I know he's a polarizing figure, that Chad Zumach,
all
but
right,
I wouldn't mind having him on the show. He
yeah,
seems I've met him once. I've met him once. But yeah, no, I want to thank you for coming on the
thank you,
show, being here, and yeah, we'll definitely I'll be glad to have you or go on your show whenever
thank you.
you do have the time. Just let me know.
All right, and the thing is, it's like I deal with people like I said before. I deal with people in the East Coast and stuff, so I know the time zones. I deal with people in the mountains, East, Canadian, Canada. I never had anybody from Seattle, so thank God, because I would have to think of the time there in Seattle.
Yeah, I've had people from California. I think that's around the same time zone, and it's early. They're early over there, but
Yeah, it's
they're nice people.
I'll tell you this: I have friends that live in Washington. I have friends that live all over the world. My friend, I had my second interview ever. BK Johnson. We did it in Japan. I did it 9 a.m. and we messed up because 9 a.m. here is a lot of hours there in Japan.
It is on the other side of the world, right? Like literally on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Well, man, I want to thank
Thank
you for
you.
your time, Jake. And definitely, yeah, whenever you want me on, I'll go on. We'll
Yeah.
just coordinate
Yeah.
something.
Thank you. And I just want to say thank you. And you know what? We could talk off air about if you I really want to get one of your shirts. We could talk about
Yeah,
that.
no, definitely. Whenever we stop this right here, I'll definitely talk to you right here. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop this here.
All right.
Everyone check out Jake Hudson's Twitch, twitch.tv/
That's
Jake
Jake
Hudson
Hudson
12,
12.
his YouTube at Jake Hudson, his Twitter at Hudson Jake, and his patreon.com/Hudson World Order. Thank you, Jake,
Yeah.
for taking the
Thank
time to being
you.
on.
Thank you so
Uh-huh.
much. Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
doing it the right way because in other languages that means fuck you. That's
Well, everyone's gonna be offended by something someone does, right? You can never
yeah.
do something without being offended. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. And we, you know what, in the end of the day is, the best thing in life is your happiness, and you gotta keep it right.
yeah, I always say, if you're having a bad day, tomorrow's always another day. We'll look forward to the next day.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right. All right. Are we done?
Let me